Hi everyone, hope you're all well. It's Murray here. Welcome to Oxford. Welcome to Side Business School and welcome to the Executive Strategy Programme. It's my privilege and pleasure to be your head tutor over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be some great learning. So a big welcome on behalf of Richard and Trudy, the programme directors, Lydia and all the gang in the background. So, what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about strategy. It's a very strange word. People use it all the time. It's like contested. So we have to see, what does that look like? What does good strategy mean? What does good strategy mean in this very complex, turbulent world? We're going to look through the lens of the four Ps and you become really familiar with those four Ps. They are purposes, players, partnerships, and processes. So they're all in the plural. So we're talking about breadth of strategy, not the length of strategy. So we're talking about a very broad view of strategy here. We'll also look at scenarios. We'll think about how we work with uncertainty. And in a few weeks' time, we'll finish with our playbook. Now, time goes really, really quickly. It might seem like 7 weeks away is just a long time, but 7 weeks goes very quickly. So it will just flash by. There's some great learning here. Well, there's lots of great learning here. We've got a number of really expert speakers. We've got faculty. We've got people from external environments, so charities, operations, finance, so on and so forth, to bring in different viewpoints. Now, you all come from different parts of the world. You come from different sectors. So it's really, really good that we've got this great learning. You can learn so much from each other as well. So I really encourage you to do some learning with each other, connect with each other, and start making some of those relationships. Because what we've found is that people start connecting very quickly, stay together, and it's a really powerful group because you've had this experience and you've got all experience from your business lives and social lives and so on and so forth. So a couple of things for me. One is you do some journaling. So as an online journal, just to reflect upon what we've been thinking about. So just note down some questions, answer some of the prompts. I also like to use a physical journal because I'm a bit analog. Um, so treat yourself to a nice journal if you want, but that's part of the program. There's a great phrase by Kierkegaard, the philosopher: life's led forward but understood backwards. So that's what journaling should do, just prompt some questions. So even just now, when you start to think about journaling and reflection, what do you think good strategy is? What do you think bad strategy is? Do you have a strategy? We start thinking some of those prompts. We'll come back to it. All the material you need on the campus. I'll try and recommend some other books as we go through the program, which might be useful or helpful. But the book we're primarily using is called Exploring Strategy, and that's by Richard et al. So Richard Whittington, who's our program director. And each week you'll have another chapter to work through. Again, it's all here, but if you want to get books, there's lots and lots of different versions. We're now in version 14, but you can get some second-hand versions from about version 12 upwards, has the same sort of material. So, all here. We've got a couple of live sessions coming up. We've got the first one with Trudy, which will be really, really entertaining, and we've got one with Richard. Now, we understand that people are in different time zones, different commitments, so we do video them, but you can also ask questions on the campus as well. They're really good sessions. You also got a couple of drop-in sessions with Lydia and myself coming forward. And over the next week, you'll be in small groups, and the first assignment will be due. We're very tight in working out the assignment. We're trying to get you very, very sharp. So if you like to write novels, it's a little bit of a challenge. You just need to focus down. So that's enough for me. Hope you have a great week. Hope you enjoy this program. Do give me some feedback, and we'll hand over to Lydia at this point. She's got some insights that she'd like to share with us. She also has a brilliant video podcast called Strategy After Dark, which is always really worth tuning into. So have a great week. Take good care of yourself and others. And bye-bye. See you next week.
Hi everyone, I'm Lydia, your engagement tutor. It's great to have you starting Module 1 with us. Murray has given you an overview, so let me talk about what to focus on and how to get real value from this module. The big idea this week is that strategy is changing shape. Traditionally, good strategy meant taking the long view. That still matters, but the Oxford view argues it's no longer enough. The environment has become so volatile and interconnected that you need to look at a broader view. Think about DeepSync, a small research lab that knocked hundreds of billions of Nevada's value in a single day. Small events in distant places can reshape your world overnight. That's where the four P's come in. And notice they're all plural, which is deliberate. Purposes, because organizations really just exist for profit only. Players, because among all your stakeholders, only some really matter. And the skill is working out who. Partnerships, because some of the greatest value today is created through collaboration and not just competition. And processes, because strategy making doesn't have to happen behind closed doors. Often the best knowledge sits close to the ground, the people dealing directly with customers and problems. One concept worth sitting with this week is the absence neglect bias. Our tendency to focus on what's in front of us and ignore what's absent. It's how Kodak missed digital. You'll hear more from Professor Sibini in Unit 3 on how to design around it. 3 practical things from me. Start with your reflective journal in Unit 1. It becomes raw material for your playbook later. Get into the Unit 2 discussion forums. Your cohort will challenge your thinking in ways your reading can't. And keep asking, what does this look like in my organization? That's exactly what your Unit 3 activity is going to ask. These are conversations I love. That's why I spend my evenings on strategy after hours, because strategy isn't reserved for boardrooms. It's a practice and it starts this week. Tag Mari or me with any questions that you may have. Enjoy Module 1 and we'll see you in the forums. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video.